Free coffee. Robbery. Optometrist. Fart walk.
Teen printing press, milk fuck, cum dumpster, cream pie couch.
Someone's been on PornHub lately, huh?
I'm just getting excited. It's that time of the year, buddy. You know what it is.
Yeah.
What?
The recap.
Yes,
the year-end review.
We're not doing it today, but because last time I checked, they hadn't released it just yet. But yeah.
You don't want to pay for the premium subscription to get it early?
What did that? They had a meeting. They had a business meeting at PornHub headquarters.
Business meeting.
Yeah. Threesome sex. And they decided that at some point they're going to hide the PornHub year-end recap behind a subscription wall. And who was just like, dude, I can't wait. I've been waiting for an excuse to sign up and tell people this video sucks. This beautiful girl and all you can muster was 2 squirts of cum.
God, it's some of those comments like that. We don't have to get into this, but you see like this. They go down this. It's just like, oh, I'd like to fucking jizz on those titties. Like, what?
That's why we're all here.
Why are you commenting that?
Yeah. Oh my God. Given the chance, I'd fuck those feet. All right.
Sorry, dude. You're not gonna get the chance,
dude. Come on. Hit me up. DM me if you want your fucking titty fucked.
You get your own
by a rock hard cock.
Your own PornHub URL.
Yeah. It's like .com/big titty milf fucker. 2.
Oh, you type big titty milf fucker. Sorry, that username is already taken. All right, 2.
Success.
Yes. The little green check mark. Fucking yeah, dude.
But who's number 1?
Yeah.
Who's number 1?
Well, you got to do like the fucking
what?
When people just buy, URLs.
Oh yeah, whatever it is.
And they sit on them.
Like domain farming or whatever.
Domain farming. Yeah, it's like that guy's got to figure out who number 1 is and
take him down.
Yeah. Or pay for the spot.
Yeah, he'd be like, I'll give how much? Like 1 titty fuck. Come over here and fuck my big titties. You bitch.
You know what?
You big dumb bitch.
He's like, I can't leave comments like this, and when I have 2 next to my name, it's just got to be that, or else people aren't going to take it serious. Mm-hmm. If I'm just the number 2 guy, I can't have that.
Yeah, your comments carry no weight.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just another guy with MILF titty.
You're a nothing. Episode 132 of Can You Don't?
You ain't first, you're last.
We're recording a few episodes this week because of vacation stuff and holiday shenanigans.
Milk tits.
I feel like I heard was that a Zach? There
that
it
was
is.
Sad.
Oh, that was a sad one. Happy New Year to. There we go.
I always forget that around Christmas time is New Year also.
Yeah, they stack them right up.
It's like it's exactly a week after. I forget that.
It's
almost 2025.
25, Joe.
That's a nice. It's not a round number because round numbers are. Well, no,
what is it?
Yeah, I was going to say even number, a nice even number, but it's not an even number. It's an odd number, but it's a nice.
It's a solid odd number.
It's a
solid.
What would that be called?
5,
Zach. Would you say a nice round number?
I don't.
25.
I don't know.
Because I don't think that's the right term. But what's it? Because 25, 50, 75. Right? Yeah.
5 goes up. You round up from 5, which I always thought was a fucking joke.
Well, it's halfway.
Yeah, so don't fucking round it up. It's halfway. That's pretty solid to me. You got a point.
Yeah.
Bonus content. Sign up on Patreon. You'll find a link in the episode description. Patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. You can gift a Patreon subscription now. You'll find that information right there on our page if you want to do that and be nice this holiday season. All content you want to hear on the show, you send that into the email address, heyguys@CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. Zach showed up. He's getting shit done. He's stressed out, but he's making it happen. Go check out the Scatcast universe. And that's Scatcast, and that's Scat with a K. Don't go the other website. You'll get titty fuck shit tits.
On my feet.
Shit on my feet couch. Cum basket poop dick. Cum basket poop dick?
It sounds like a guy with Tourette's. Just
cum basket.
Fucking ass titty fuck. Cream pie shit nuts.
Fucking shit on my teat tits.
The hell's a teat tit?
The same thing. I'm just flipping through a thesaurus. Fucking teat tit boob jugs. That's the same thing. You can't just do that.
I remember when I miss calling them jugs.
No, you
That was like a Married with Children.
Juggies.
Remember Married with Children? That was the magazine. It was just called Jugs. I miss that.
What a time. This is your last chance as this comes out. I guess it's either Christmas Day or I guess a couple days before if you do subscribe on Patreon because you get an early release. But we have the merch giveaway. Thank you to everybody who's picked stuff up. But sometime afterwards, again, we have to record ahead, but we'll figure it out. We have this little wheel right here on our desk, and we will spin it. And if you buy some of our merch on CandyDomePodcast.com, it'll land on either sweatshirts, t-shirts, or miscellaneous.
Or penis.
Or penis. Can you imagine?
We should just put one in there. Penis. A little piece of the
penis.
pie.
If it lands on penis, we spin again.
A little penis of the pie.
Go
penis.
for it. One more ride.
Yeah.
If it lands on penis, gonna spin it again. And then somebody will win $250. We'll go into the back end of the merch website and randomize the names depending on what you bought. So if you want a chance to win no matter what, you can pick up one of everything, and there's a ton of new merch in there. So head over to CandyDomePodcast.com. We have what I'm calling a food flong today, which is fitting because the word flong is footlong. Yes. And it has to do with hot dogs. So it originated there, and the theme just kind of presented itself. A lot of what we talk about today on the show will have to do with food. In the Christmas spirit, I found this article very interesting. You guys know the 12 Days of Christmas, right?
No.
The song. On the first day.
Kidding.
You're like, never heard of it? I have to play the whole thing for you.
All 12 days.
But there's a company that figures out every single year how much buying the 12 days of Christmas would actually cost you. Have you ever thought of
yes.
Based on inflation, huh?
Yeah, based on inflation, they adjust it. There's some that are very volatile, so it's hard to really gauge. I guess it would depend on how many geese are swimming. And what their feathers looked like.
Are they Canadian geese?
And which farmer you're buying it from? Where are you? That sometimes it's hard to figure that out. But I will tell you, there's a nice chart for our YouTube audience. Zach, you want to bring that up? That does give you the total cost of everything. So the true cost last year was $201,972.66.
Sweet shit.
This year it's a little bit more. $209. 270K or 209,272 even.
So buying the exact this is actually a great representation of how inflation works. Yeah, like how ridiculous is that? But it is.
Yeah. And the most expensive thing on here is 10 Lords of Leaping. Coming in at $15,579.65 this year. What the fuck are the Lords doing? I mean, I know it's an old-timey song. It's tied back to Christianity. And I did a little bit of research. And people, there's a vast array of people that are experts in Lords of Leaping. So it's hard to understand the whole idea of it.
Could they be leaping lords themselves?
Yeah. So it comes from like rich lords. And they're celebrating
My lord.
in excess. And that's kind of the comedy of the song, like just way too much shit going on. So it has to do with them like jumping around in celebration. But then another post or article I found was talking about lords. They used leapfrog as a way of exercise. And I don't know if they're just making shit up.
They didn't have iPads and TV and shit.
So they would go outside, leapfrog, when you bend down and put your hands on your knees.
It's a kid game.
And then someone jumps over you. And I guess adults used to do it. And that was the Lords of Leaping. And then also, if that's the case, this song is just like, how much for that? And you have to break down how much it would cost for 10 Lords of Leaping?
Each leap costs
Dude, this is
dollars.
Like, you're killing me. You're killing me, St. Bartholomew.
How does inflation affect leaping?
See, now you're getting into it. The nitty gritty. I'm not sure how much real work.
Well, the older the lords get too, the harder it is to leap. So maybe
more
you've got
impressive
like
if they
hip
make it
problems. Maybe you've got hip surgeries. Maybe that's why the price is going up.
But they have experience. They have wisdom in leaping.
That's true. Sometimes just playing smart instead of, what do they say? Work smarter, not
You know
harder.
what they say? Work harder. You know what they say? Just fucking don't think about it.
That's
Just
what
put
my dad
in.
used to say.
Yeah,
just
10
work
times the
harder.
amount of work. Just work harder, you fucking idiot.
I don't know about their 5 golden rings thing because gold per ounce is like $2,800, $2,900 right now.
I know, but a ring.
It should be
five-
Bitcoin is what they need to update it.
4 Bitcoin chains.
Dude,
Mining.
Bitcoin's gonna
5 Bitcoin minings machines, computers in your closet.
dude, everyone Michael
What?
Saylor's trying to get everyone to sell all their gold and buy Bitcoin, and then it'll just crash the world. All the value of gold goes away, and we can dominate with Bitcoin here in America.
Get it out of here.
Try, brother.
Come on, do the right thing. But yeah, just over $200,000 if you want to buy everything in
wild.
the 12 Days of Christmas song. All right, let's get the show rolling.
12.
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
Okay, so what should we do? Should we do a Would You Rather? Oh, thanks, Zach.
Are we making this up as we go?
No. Sent in from our son Bailey
Okay.
and his wife. And the email that was sent in with this Would You Rather was classic. Because Bailey sent the email in and he wrote a particular Would You Rather.
Well, I thought it was the wife.
No, the Bailey sent it in, and then his wife, he wrote in there. He goes, "Well, my wife thinks that it should be this way, but there's no fucking way. That's not right."
That should be a petty beef too.
And I took it as the way that the wife suggested.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure I laid that out there. Would you rather have to chew every single bite of food for 5 minutes, or not be able to chew your food at all? Okay.
So
In 5 minutes,
it's a long time.
that's a really long time.
when you have to.
You could have sex twice,
yeah.
maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
2.5.
It's weird. Like time is a weird thing. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'll be there in 5 minutes. You feel, oh, shit, I have no time. I only have 5 minutes to get there. But if you just sit and wait for 5 minutes to pass, it takes forever.
Staring at the clock.
So if you're just chewing while you're watching a clock for 5 minutes,
And what you're like, think about what's the worst food combination to have to chew for 5 minutes?
like pudding,
Pudding. It's a good one. Yeah, like some yogurt and
it's
granola.
already chewed.
I mean, but also like something you have to chew, like a steak, but for 5 minutes.
Sometimes like an overly cooked, well done steak, you have to chew like that.
But 5 minutes. Like I would love to do
Dude,
an
cows do that all the time.
No, they're taking like new bites and mooing of grass.
They regurgitate their cud and then just.
and they just chew it up a little bit more. Yeah, get the nutrition in there and just chomp on it.
But what else are they going to do? It's
Will
not
you,
like they
will
have.
you, will you look up how long cows chew their food? I'm sure you're going to get a whole. Somebody's got.
Well, again, they regurgitate cud.
What's the initial chew
Okay.
process like? But I feel like it's going to turn into just a sloppy stew. Not to mention, if you want a nice meal, you better have like half a day.
8 hours a day chewing their cuds for a total of almost 30,000 chews daily.
Okay.
The same guy broke this down that did the inflation chart.
The
of
Lord's leaping?
Yeah.
That's just his job.
That's actually a fun idea for just
What?
like as a content creator, like thinking that way where you just break down weird shit, how long it would take to do weird stuff.
Yeah. I think
That's fun. That
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. But like chewing a bite of food, some mashed potatoes and steak, in just 5 minutes, how many bites are in a meal? You're going to need, just based off chewing alone, what, an hour and a half?
If you had like a 12-ounce steak or something like that,
Yeah,
and you got
hours of chewing shit.
reasonable bites, oof, I'd be taking really big bites, I think.
Or never be able to chew your food at all, which food processor, blend it up.
But that wouldn't allow you to eat things like steak.
Yeah.
So you'd have to eat.
You wouldn't get the texture thing. It would just be strictly for survival. You'd be blending them up. Go into a restaurant and you're like,
Can you throw the steak in the blender?
how would you like your steak? In a blender, plees? Liquefied?
Or like, do they say like when you get a margarita
Puree?
on the rocks or blended?
Oh, shaken, please.
How do you take your steak? Blended on the rocks.
Blended on the rocks.
God.
And he goes, and you're like, seriously?
Oh, it's funny. I bet you it's fun hanging out with this guy all day, isn't it?
Jokes.
What do you really want? I'm fucking serious.
Fucking do it or I'm leaving. Or I'm going to burn this fucking restaurant down.
Real side note. This happened the other day. We were at my kid's basketball game, and I said something, I was joking, and one of the moms that was sitting there, one of the kids, she was laughing, and my wife was sitting next to me, and she goes, oh, is this what it's like all day living with him? And I was like, she's not as impressed. And she just goes,
Your wife did?
Yeah. But it was that thing where, because this woman, her husband's just like a regular guy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just cracking jokes. She's like, is this what it's like all day with him?
It must be not
it must
annoying.
Be so fun. And then
God, I bet this isn't annoying all the time.
My wife's just like, sometimes I just want to have a regular conversation is probably what she's thinking.
Your wife just says, I don't know, ask how much we have sex.
Yeah. Dude, last night.
And she goes, and the girl's like, okay. And she goes, how much you guys have sex? We haven't had sex in months. Yeah.
Put the end of that conversation.
And your wife goes, so is it fun? Is it fun, Brenda? Why don't you focus on the fucking rebounds?
So we were at Target last night. Real quick, another side note.
Here we
go.
We
were at Target last night, and I had to get some new body wash. So I went over and grabbed two of them.
So I went over and grabbed my wife's tits?
Right, squeeze her tits real quick. And I was like, what would go best on these?
What would go best with these titties?
No, but I was like, I walk over to my wife. She's across the thing. She's in like the coloring, the art area. And I was like, which one of these makes you wet? And she's just like, oh my God. And walks, and I was like, all right, whatever. I made whatever the comment it was, walked away and put the other one back and then came back. And I said something like,
are you wet?
That just dry you up or what? And there were two women standing on the other side, but they didn't know what I was talking about. Could have been talking about anything. Like maybe her mouth is dry,
She moved down to the water coolers?
But she was just like,
you get it.
But you could just tell. It's like, there's a time and place, but for me, it's like, no, this is the time and place.
Oh, it's literally always the time and place.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, I mean, jumping back, like chewing food, you might just have to do it all the time. Like just nonstop snacking.
Fuck.
5 minutes of just chewing chips.
I was just thinking.
Like something that disappears immediately and you have to just keep going.
Cotton candy. It just dissolves in your tongue. You're just chewing nothing.
One of those little like Listerine strips. Remember those?
Oh, yeah. The breath.
It's gone immediately and you just have to go.
For 5 minutes. I want to say this is an easy decision because if you go the other route and you can't chew, that means you don't the chicken sandwich or steak, you don't get to eat any of that shit.
Or I mean, people swallow swords, so why can't you just cut them into tiny, tiny pieces?
I mean, I'm sure you probably could, but there's something about
there's that
chewing.
risk. But also the risk of choking all the time. Yeah. You just get used to going and shooting chunks of food. Too big.
Too big. Learn my lesson. Cut it in half.
You're on a anniversary date with your wife.
No, first date.
I can't believe we've made it 10 years. Me either. And you're like,
me neither.
Me either. And you just take a bite and she's talking. She goes, so anyway, at work today, and you're like, just shooting steak across the room.
You're like, oh, that's
and she's
interesting.
So used to it.
Yeah. Doesn't even break stride.
And you're like, too big. Sorry. What were you
and you
saying?
say it out loud. Too big.
Too big. She's like, let me, and you just scoot your plate over to your wife.
Or she says it.
And she cuts it into
she's like, oh, too big.
Too big? You're like, She goes, you got to cut them some.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. It's been a great 10 years. Has it?
Anytime, I mean, things get so ridiculous by the end of a decade of marriage to where it is like you get annoyed the way that someone gags when they brush their teeth,
or steps on the wrong piece of wood in the hallway. You're like, the creaky piece is there.
Step over it. We know that.
Step to the side of the creaky piece.
Things get like, that's why we have petty beef, because it gets so like, are we really at this point? Does that really bother you, or are you just so fed up with that person that you're like, you stepped on the
creaky
the
piece?
wrong board?
It's been the same board. And then that turns into, yeah, and you were supposed to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh.
3 years ago, you said you'd fix this.
So what's next?
Well, that's the last time we had sex. Maybe if you had sex a little bit, I'd fix the creaky board.
So what's next? I'm fixing a creaky board in a dress
With a dick in my butt.
God, and that's the only way I can have a little bit of sex.
And then the camera zooms out and you're sitting at the restaurant cutting your steak. Squeeze, squeeze.
Too big. Sorry, too big.
Oh, I don't know. It's easier to just eat yogurt or that.
Just blend it up.
But I feel like you're gonna miss out
and I'm
on
not
too many great foods.
And I get it, and I feel like I would be okay with that. Like I like food, but food is also just a gathering thing for me. Also embarrassing. Like I'm sitting there with my what's the brand of a gym bottle? Is it Bodybuilder? Like you go to the gym and it has like what you would put your protein shake in. What's that brand?
The shaker bottle thing?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It says body something down the side.
Body Armor?
Sure. Let's just go with Body Armor. And it has the little ball inside of it, like a paint can. And so you have to go out to a fancy dinner. And you're all dressed up with your little gym. Blended. Like people are trying to talk. Like we had a company meeting. We had a great quarter. Anything you'd like to say? Like, hold on 1 second. Fire up your ninja blender.
Is it just called
I think it just says bodybuilder.
It's blender ball?
Sure. Whatever. Everyone can see it. Everyone can see the plastic cup with a blue top.
I mean,
the bros are taking to the gym and shaking around.
Is it this?
It looks like that.
Blender bottle?
Yeah, sure. That's it. Same idea. I'm sure they get it like from GNC or wherever they buy their protein
Hey, I can
shakes.
get it tomorrow.
Oh shit! Whip it out.
Wait.
Get it tomorrow because it's already in your closet.
Yeah, it's probably down in one of the cupboards.
Yeah, you pay,
I had one.
You pay for it. Like get it immediately, and you pay. You click order, and it's like you already have this. You fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm. It says that.
It takes your money. It's like you already have it. It's in your fucking closet. Go work out. You
we did a back check. You've ordered 3 of these in the last 6 months.
And we have tracking devices. They're all in your house. We're still taking your money. It's a lesson. It's a life lesson. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. You look like a fucking croissant. Okay. So I'm gonna pick blended just because not being a foodie guy myself. I guess I can't imagine having to choose shit for 5 minutes. What are you guys picking?
I'm gonna go the other route. They're getting later in life. The smaller things you take when you're younger and you're just out going doing stuff. Like for me, food was just like whatever. Now it's like I
to go fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now it's like I like to go to a restaurant and like
have sex
and get a good meal.
I like to go out for a nice dinner and then go home and not have sex.
Like argue with my wife and then go home and jerk off.
I mean, that's just part of getting older. God, that's the best, isn't it?
Isn't it weird when you like you're gonna go to dinner? We're gonna fight at some point, and the drive home is gonna be silent. Like what?
Nothing but your farts.
Fuck.
Just like 5 minutes into a silent Uber ride, and you're just like, "Did that make you wet?"
And then the guy
Does
up
this
front.
make you wet? It's such a funny question to ask in the middle of a fight. You know what? Yeah, I'll sleep on the couch. Yeah, and you walk out and you come back 5 minutes later. Did that make you wet? What? Fuck. Sorry. I
don't know. I'm hard. Did it make you wet?
Yeah. No, fix the floor. Okay. Jeez. Zach, what are you picking? You want to chew your food or you just drink it and move on?
No mastication. Protein shakes for life.
Okay.
I kind of do that anyway.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
Bailey just described your life.
Yeah, basically now.
It's weird. Like I don't eat. It's hard for me to just like get food and like eat. Like we'll get food. Amber she'll just eat in the car. Like we'll stop and get something. I like to get home, like get in front of the TV. Like,
mine's more of like an
and,
inconvenience thing. I hate eating out of my lap.
It's oh yeah, I mean I do too. But for me, it's like the experience of like watching a show and eating.
I'm exactly like that, dude. I have to watch something while I'm eating.
Even if it's just like I just sit down at the dining room table and grab my phone and throw something on YouTube or whatever.
PornHub?
Like I just want to watch something and eat. I don't like to just.
I'd rather eat cold food than not watch something and eat.
No, okay. All
So
right.
I'll wait and drive home and then watch a movie and have it perfectly set up.
Yeah.
And then eat it and enjoy everything
I've
together.
always been that way, though. I
Same.
like when I got home from school, I'd get a big old bowl of chips and a fucking cold pop and watch Saved by the Bell. And it's just like they complement each other, you know?
When I got out of high school, I took a big loan out for my band, and we sold a bunch of CDs, and I spent like $5,000 at Jack in the Box in a movie store, and I just rent 3 movies that I'd never seen before and eat Jack in the Box, and added like 70 pounds to my life. It was good.
Sounds fun,
It
though.
was fun as shit, bro.
You think anyone's out there like right now? Well, not right now. Maybe right now. I don't know why I said not right now. Like that changes the question. Like pounding a Whopper and watching like printing press milking MILF tits.
Well, they're probably listening to the show
Well,
and eating.
And yeah, that's
Whopper.
acceptable. But have you ever just set up shop and just turned on fucking teen cream pie fuck bitch?
It's one thing I've never done is sat down to eat and watch porn.
Watch porn, me either. But you know someone's out there doing it. Like that's
yeah.
just their love language, you know?
Yeah, I it's very when I watch porn, it's very specific too. Like there's going to be an ejaculation at the end of this. It's not for entertainment purposes.
Well, kind of.
I mean, it is, but not like
but not that
like
way.
there's going to be there's a climax to happen.
It's more business than pleasure.
There's going to be a special sauce.
This is a pleasure. I'm gonna we're starting this job and we're gonna finish it.
All right, let's head off to some story time. We got something to tell you guys. Zach!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking
What are you
about.
thinking about, Joe?
Okay. This is hard, and
That's what she said.
I hope, because I have shared this story, and this, like, I know that I've said this a bunch where I don't know for sure if I've shared it on the show. Actually, I think I mostly say that I know I've talked about this before, but this particular time I have just shared it with people in my everyday life that I cannot remember if I shared this one, but I don't think I have, and I ran it by you, and you were like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, which is like a 25% confidence boost for me in this situation.
I also forget a lot.
You don't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
A lot of times you talk about something and you're like, I'm like, that's enough for me. So I know I've talked about my phone situation where I dropped my phone and it broke, and then I got the new phone, and I was putting the screen protector on, and I fucking dropped my phone while I was trying to put the screen protector on. So I know that I've talked about that.
Dude, sit on your bed or something.
But when I was in Hawaii, my phone got up and scooted it, and it fell into the pool.
On its own, it did. It got up.
It grew legs. No, it stood up, like scooted, and my foot and kicked it into the pool. And Apple would not admit it, but it was the same phone, so they replaced the screen on it, like the actual screen, for free, because it shouldn't have broken. And they're like, yeah, we know that. There was no damage, and the whole fucking screen went out and started bleeding black ink all over it.
Ugh.
So they replaced it for free, and then they're somewhat water resistant, and the phone went into the pool and then got just grabbed and brought back out, which is, I mean, fuck yeah. What fucking year is it?
I dropped mine in the hot tub a couple
All
days
the
ago,
time.
and it was fine.
I know. And I've got with older phones, like before they're even water resistant, like they go in the water, and if it's not fucking hanging out in there forever, or fall into the bottom of a 35 foot fucking lake, like it's gonna be okay. Okay? And I understand that. This just fell into the pool and then was grabbed and brought back out, and it fucking died. Okay? So that happened. And I brought it into Apple, and they were like, there's nothing I could do. And I was like, well, it's supposed to be like somewhat water resistant. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, and what are the specs on that? And they're like, 3 meters. And I was like, well, what about fucking 2 feet? And they're like, yeah, it shouldn't have broken. And I was like, I know.
But it did.
But it did. And I was like, you guys just replaced the screen on it. And he's like, yeah, but we replace it like all the way back to the way that it came.
He was probably thinking, well, stop dropping your phone, dude.
Yeah. I was like, did you guys spray water sealant on it? So anyway, that's not the point of the story. It broke, and I had to go get the phone replaced. And I went to the Verizon store here in beautiful Spokane, Washington. And I was sitting in there, and for on this particular day, a lot of people needed phones. It was a pretty packed spot. And if you've gotten into any of these types of stores within the last 5 years, maybe even 10 years, they've found their little formula, right? With how they redo the design in there. Like it used to walk in, it looked like a phone store. You walk in now, and it looks like an experience, right?
It's a coffee shop.
Yeah, like Apple came out with their Apple stores, and everyone else was like, shit. We got to ramp things up around here. So this particular store, it has that look where the lights, like the ceiling's not done. You're like, ooh. And the lights are coming like way down out of the rafters to hang, 3 feet above like a...
Wires are sticking out that are like live wires. Like for that sense of danger.
And the lights come down and they hang over like the nice, it's from IKEA, but it kind of looks fancy. It could be real wood, but it's probably not.
Probably not.
Like that kind of look. And so I went in, I checked in, and like, okay, well, someone will be over to help you shortly. So I went over and I sat down, and I'm just observing and hanging out in the store. And as I'm sitting there, this couple walks in. It's a guy and a girl, and the girl walks in first. She walks in, and you can tell that the man that comes in behind her is going to be a problem. You can, like... If you're not from Spokane, you can tell. First of all, he's wearing fucking slippers. Okay? He's wearing slippers and he like the pants that look like he's waiting for a flood, capri. He's wearing like capris that have been through, they have some stories.
A flood.
Been through a couple
Several floods.
And then he's just wearing fucking slippers and a jacket that also has some stories. Like, I don't know if he like fell through a bunch of coffee cups, but like it just stains all over this motherfucker, and his hair is just and I was like, this guy's gonna be a problem. Right? And mustache.
Why didn't she leave him at home kind of guy?
Yeah. So they walk in and they get the same treatment, like we'll help you, and they say whatever. They're too far away.
You just described Little Dicky, by the way.
Yeah, it's little Dicky walked into a Verizon store in Spokane, Washington. You are so right. It's exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't know who Little Dicky is, look him up. That is what this guy looked like. And he walks in, he's same build, like skinny, like Spokane meth problem.
There's very specific Spokane methy.
He's trying to turn it around, but he hasn't yet.
Yeah.
He's right there. Like you can tell.
On the cusp.
I mean, he's in a Verizon store. Yeah. He's not robbing.
And he's not
Verizon.
robbing it. So that's So
he's making the turn,
right?
And that's great. I love that for him. So they walk in, and I'm just still sitting there. It's been a bit.
You're
and
like, oh shit,
getting a little impatient, and everything's fine. And it's like one of those shadow situations where the girlfriend or the wife is obviously leading the expedition, and she's walking around and doing like the things you do, and
he's following her around. Right?
That's all he's doing. Like hands in the pocket, walking up to an iPad.
This is stupid. Why are we here?
Touches the iPad, and then she walks off, and then he just walks to whatever next device she's going to talk. And then right across from my IKEA table with the cool lights is another IKEA table that has the touch screen. Okay. And it's the long one. So there's a lot going on there. And she's standing there, and he's standing behind her, and she's browsing phones. Okay. And I know things are going to take a turn when he does one of the, he goes like right behind her. He's just been standing there. He's just kind of staring. He looks over, sees what she's doing, and then he just does a.
He's over this.
And she turns around and goes, "What?" And he goes, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "I'm looking at phones." And he goes, "On the internet?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm looking through." And he goes, "So you're looking at phones on the internet?" And she goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Then why are we here?" And he's screaming. And I'm sitting 3-4 feet away from this guy. And he goes, "Then why are we here?" And she goes, "Well, I'm just seeing what the different features are." And he goes, "Yeah, I get that. And you couldn't do it at home?" And again, there's like 20 plus, that's a packed house for a phone store.
Right.
20 plus people, and these lunatics are standing there
thinking they're at their own
house. And I'm sitting there and I just go, "Here we go."
Yeah, right. Like, this made it worthwhile.
This is it. He's like, "You could have looked at him at home." And she goes, "Well, I'm gonna." She's being so patient. And again, I don't know the relationship. Maybe she abuses him outside of there. But right now she's holding it together. And I feel bad for her. And she goes, well, I'm just comparing because then they have the phones in the store so that when I talk to the representatives, blah, 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 then I know what I'm talking about. And he goes, well, you should have looked it up before we got here. So here we are in a place that looks like a fucking coffee shop. Like, I'm not exaggerating. He's swearing. In the next line, it makes sense. He goes, looks like a fucking coffee shop and doesn't even have any fucking coffee. And I'm like, they don't. But they should. They should have some fucking coffee. Because it looks exactly like a coffee shop.
He's making good points.
Yeah.
This guy that you thought was going to be a maniac.
Yeah. He goes, I have any fucking coffee. And he does a little spin and he goes, and everyone's just sitting around. And he's looking, at this point, he spins and looks at me on the sitting around. and she immediately just a hand to the head and goes, all right, let's go. And grabs him and walking out. He goes, no one's helping anybody. They're just sitting in a coffee shop, doesn't sell any coffee. And like, ding, like the door's open. And they're walking out. They don't even sell any coffee.
He's got his back to it, just yelling.
Just watching it go outside. And then everybody at the same time just looks at each other and goes, and does the eyebrows up. Just goes, whoa. But I know that there was at least a couple of us that had that thought of like, some coffee would be nice.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. But it's that's like the textbook thing of like, you're not wrong, but your approach is a little off.
You're wrong, but you're a dick.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Oh, you're right, but you're a dick about it.
Right, you're a dick.
Yeah. But so just looking around, it's like, looks like a fucking coffee shop. Doesn't sell any fucking coffee.
And you're sitting there, you were impatient, and then not impatient, but you're like, well, you kind of do the little
in my head, I'm like, well, I knew it was gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
I fucking knew it. Yeah, but like that spinning around, like, well, I'm just like, she's like trying to talk, and he goes, well, everyone's just sitting around. And no one's helping anybody. And looking right at like the two people with iPads. We're trying our best, sir. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want. And she's like, all right, time to go. She tried. Like, that was the one outing that Daryl got this week. I don't know.
This is why we don't take him out of the house, people.
Maybe, he's going through something. But he's going through something with slippers, capris, and a bunch of stains on his jacket. Like, it's clear that he wasn't going to make it through the 5 minutes in that Verizon store. But it also did get me thinking about free coffee in general. You know how certain businesses have coffee? Do you ever think about why we don't just go get coffee from them? Like a real estate building?
Go into a dentist's office? Because there's coffee in a dentist's office. That's funny. But also,
are they going to stop you?
No.
Fuck me.
Oh, God. That's a great idea.
Thank you. But I was thinking about that. I was like, if they had, because it's just a way to drive business and be nice to your customers. It's cheap. It's effective. It makes you feel happy. You have a happier memory of your experience with the Verizon store if they gave you coffee because it jacks you up and you're, whatever, you're feeling elevated and good. But how funny would that be if you just like went around to a Marriott?
That's funny.
And you walked in and they're like, can I help you? Like, you already have. And then you did yesterday.
You didn't know, but you already have.
You've done enough. And you just walk over and
just kind of look around at the employees and give them the old.
And then just tip your construction cap to them and then walk out with your free coffee.
This continental breakfast is amazing.
Yeah,
I know.
Every day.
But seriously, why not? There's so many businesses that offer free coffee.
It's a smart idea.
You work your way down the street.
Yeah.
You just drink coffee for free.
And then change your shirt and do it again next week.
Save some people thousands of dollars a year.
Yep.
Well done.
Thank you. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? They'd say, don't do it. And you're like, all right.
On to the next doctor's office.
It's not like they're going to kick you out. You're like, dude, I wasn't planning on staying. Don't worry. I'm not going to linger.
Just browsing.
Yeah.
Got any more creamer?
Yeah. Do you have any creamer while I'm browsing? What? Are you a patient here? Not really, but you guys have...
I'm being patient.
But I'm being patient with you while this coffee fills up.
I just like that. You're like... You start a new, you're like, oh, it looks like someone didn't make a new thing, so you brew the new cup, and you're just kind of grab like the flyer, the dental flyer,
the highlights magazine.
Yeah.
Looking at the missing picture.
Yep.
with the crayon.
Yeah.
It's like
Give a little
book's not the same.
Little lip smile and nod to the other people around.
You're like, damn, 10 reasons J-Lo looks like she's 20. And you're just like,
the coffee's
just sitting there in your like road construction outfit. Sir, do you have an appointment? Oh, nope. Sorry.
Do you need anything, sir? No,
I'm all set. You just pick it up and cheers. And you just walk out of their dentist office.
I love that.
Yep. But I don't know. It's another little side thought.
Real quick, going back to Verizon store guy.
Yeah.
He made a lot of good points.
He did.
Because I'm one type of people that if I'm going to go, for example, get a phone, I've already done weeks of research on YouTube, reviews, real life reviews of people using the thing. So when I go in there, I know what I want. And not everyone does that. I admit I take it a little bit too far. I do that with anything I'm going to buy. But I kind of agree. Like, I'm not going to walk into a store place and then look up on the internet facts about the phone.
Right. Good. He makes good points. Terrible approach.
Yeah.
Don't scream at everybody else and don't scream at your partner.
Sure. Yeah.
In front of other people.
I'm not.
Have a clean shirt.
I'm not advocating for that, but I am saying that he's not wrong when. Yeah. Because he maybe at home he was like, I can show you. She's like, no, I just want to go in and he's like, well, you need to know.
You should have done this.
Yeah. So then she
put on my slippers for this.
I put on my capris and my slippers and didn't comb my hair for this.
I stopped smoking meth for this. I didn't say you had to stop smoking meth. You would never do.
You didn't say it, but you implied it.
Oh, what's next? Shopping for phones, sober,
with a dick in my butt.
Sir, follow me. You don't have any fucking coffee. You have a little meth. Come here. Let me show you something. It's free meth in this Verizon store. Oh, don't mind if I do.
Well, that's different, isn't it?
Ooh, I love this.
It's a horse of a different color.
Let's move off to some dick.
Okay.
All right, girth it, Zach.
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick.
Joe, have you ever wanted to eat dinner in the sky?
What kind of question is that?
Zach, have you ever wanted to eat dinner in the sky?
Maybe in a Zeppelin, but no, not really.
Okay. Well, there are ways you can you can go to the Space Needle and you're up in the sky.
Elevated.
You're elevated above everything else, but you're not truly in the sky. You're on something.
Right.
So this
meth.
I hate this so much. I hate it.
You already hate it?
I fucking hate it.
Okay.
I would drop my phone immediately.
Well, this may not be for you then.
No, it's certainly fucking not for me.
So this is called Dinner in the Sky.
Okay. What's the web address to get to Dinner in the Sky?
Dinnerinthesky.com.
That's good marketing right there.
I mean, they don't beat around the bush. They tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure do.
Fuck that.
Forget where this is at.
Well, I think so. I clicked on the thing and it said it's all over the place.
Yeah.
I know that there's experiences like in Vegas. I mean, of course.
Yes.
Sounds like a Vegas thing.
They're going to be one of the first places
But
to have it.
I think it started in Belgium, and they have like different places all over the world where you can just go get picked up by a crane.
Hate.
It's a giant floating umbrella covered table.
So what I think is the funniest thing about this is the photographers strategically took pictures of. See, it changes the whole thing when you see this. When you see the crane,
Hate.
like when you see just the table. It's got a table and it's got an overhanging thing, and it looks like you're hanging in the sky. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then when you zoom out a little bit, it's just like a construction crane holding you up.
And someone's in there.
Yeah,
like,
some guy.
a bagel.
He's on his. Yeah, he's just like he lifted him up. He's like puts
Must
it into
be
lock,
nice.
and then he's just like on his phone, like yeah, must be nice.
He's sitting over there.
He's eating his cold meal that his wife made.
He's got string cheese and some Ritz crackers. You piss him off a little bit, and he starts swinging it.
I mean, think about the control that you have over this thing.
Mm-hmm. You find out your ex-husband ex-wife fucked you over and they're eating up there that night.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it might be windy.
Or not even windy. You can just do like
hammered.
a little pump. You're like, and it just goes whoa, whoa, whoa,
up and down twice. She looks over and you're just grinning. You just have like a tall boy of Guinness staring at her.
Cigarette.
Cheers. With a megaphone.
Cheers, you fucking bitch.
Cheers, motherfucker.
Why do megaphones have to do that? Why can't they just turn on? Why do they have to go?
Fuck you, Brenda.
Yeah.
That's the horn sound. Is this annoying?
There's 30 other people eating up at this thing.
They're all mad at her.
Yeah.
Make them happy.
Jesus Christ, Brenda. Take him back.
Would you like another drink? Yeah, but they're handing it to you, and the crane's just like just slamming food all over the place.
This fucking waiter too. He's got a little strap on him so he doesn't fucking fall down.
Oh sure.
Yeah,
ruining everything.
Yeah.
No, but everybody's sitting in. If you're not looking at the picture, so just like picture a giant table at a mansion, and then everyone is kind of in a roller coaster seat.
Yeah.
Like sitting around the cooks that are in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like it does. I mean, I would do it for sure, just because it's funny.
I mean, it's not attached to a hot. It's gonna stay there. You're not in a hot air balloon where it's
drifting,
takes you wherever. This is like you're stationary.
Yeah.
How do they deal with wind? For real?
Well, it must
napkins and shit. I mean, come on.
I'm sure they cancel it. Like it's just gonna be too much. But that is so funny because just looking up the price points, there's different price points for this shit. And I'm guessing it has to do with like a different time of day and then a supply and demand type situation, right? So it gave me $150 to $500 per person. But what if that experience was at the same table? So like if you pay $150, like you don't get the lap belt. Mm-hmm. Like you just get a stool that's attached with like ratchet straps. You're just like you're hanging off like in a swing, like a little kid.
I should have sprung for the extra $50. Or
yeah, and the $500 person's like in a diamond, perfectly just placed, secure roller coaster seat.
One of those ones you go, pull over your shoulder.
You can drink. But then $150, like you want something to drink, like tough luck, and hit your food off the fucking table.
Catch some of that rain.
Yeah, and you're swinging around. You're just away from the table.
Detached from it.
You're like 3 feet back, swinging by yourself. And they're like, I can't reach. Sorry.
For $500, you can bungee jump off your seat.
Yeah.
Oh no, it comes undone. And you just fall. You're attached to a bungee, but it just releases.
Oh, that's a good idea. It would never get approved, but that would be a roller coaster I'd go on. You have a 5-star meal in the sky, and at the end they pack everything up and then treat it like one of those drop rides.
And then you vomit all that food up.
It's like, you guys ready? Yeah. And goes, like everyone just goes, and they clap, and you get off your fucking dinner in the sky.
The fucking guy would be like, "Oh, it looks like the thing's broke."
Yeah, exactly. the carnival, the ride guy. Yeah. So that's not the end of it though, Joe.
What?
So there's dinner in the sky, but if you go into like the products, what they actually do, there's dinner in the sky. They have dinner in the sky 2.0, but then they have Santa in the sky, and it's Santa, and they got the reindeer, and then they also have marriage in the sky. You can get married. You can have a movie in the sky. They've got a projector with a screen, and then a concert in the sky.
Oh, that would be awkward as shit.
You forget. I don't know what a G chord is. I'm too scared.
I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to Santa Claus, like I want him to show up and leave on my watch.
I go to see Santa. I don't want Santa just hovering.
The whole time he's just standing still, hoping you don't notice him under a sheet. You say something funny and you hear like,
the sheet moves a little bit. See, that's what's funny about. I think about the concert in the sky and stuff. Where let's say Elton John's going to perform, but there's nowhere to hide Elton John. There's not like a backstage.
He's just
sitting.
Is that
like
fucking Elton John?
underneath he's got a disguise on or something. He like pulls the mustache off.
Like a super terrible disguise.
Yeah.
Elton.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elton John.
And he takes off his glasses.
Yes, all of his disguise comes off.
We knew it was you. Ta-da! Sit down, Elton. But think about the encore portion.
Yeah.
Because they normally leave, but at this point, you just have drunk people eating food, yelling encore at you. You're just sitting at your piano, they're like, one more song! And they're 2 feet away from you. And you just have to pretend like you don't hear them.
You can't say no.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I don't
what are you
want
gonna
to
do?
play anymore. Come on, Elton! You're throwing food at him and shit. Play it! Play the one I like about the tiny person!
I'm curious if we don't have to show this, but while you're talking, I'm just going to look at something.
That was all I had. But yeah, that situation or someone like, I mean, obviously going to the bathroom is going to be an issue. Just some drunk guy at a movie in the sky, just pissing off the side. Woo!
I was hoping there would be a video or something on YouTube, but there's nothing.
Yeah.
How is there nothing?
They probably don't want you to see how terrible of an experience it is.
It would be like the equivalent of that fucking Willy Wonka
exhibit. They're like, don't pull back the curtain. Do not pull back the curtain.
Oh, here's the extreme. Oh,
extreme in the sky.
All
Whoa,
right,
shit.
baby.
Gangbang titty fuck fest in the sky.
Last year I came to this, and you know I came back.
Okay,
Dude, I want to go to
We were
Dubai.
here. We got
Dude, Dubai is insane.
Have you been?
No, but it looks insane.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a crane that picks up a table.
Oh, look at the
Oh, you can
seats
lay
lean
back.
No. No.
I don't know. I don't know if I could sit and enjoy myself
No.
that comfortable. I would just be continuously worried
They're gonna die.
that something's gonna happen. Like maybe if it was over water, but look, it's over concrete,
Oh my
dude.
God. I just had a crate. That's the decider. But I just had a funny thought. Imagine that you're at this table. Obviously, you have to. It's like a hibachi grill, so you're going to be joined up with other people as you sit around and enjoy your
right.
deal. Imagine the couple next to you gets in a big fight.
Unbuckle somebody.
God, you're fucking crazy. You know what? I'm going to jump out of the seat. And then they're trying to get out, and you're sitting next to them, and you're just like drinking your Coca-Cola.
Dude commits suicide right next to you.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Fuck this, and just jumps out, and then you hear like a, and then the guy just takes his plate away.
Is silverware.
He goes, "We'll deal with that later." Does anyone need an extra cup? We've lost somebody. But yeah, getting in a
Want me to
fight
box
and
this
they
up for
can't
you?
leave. Like, just take me home. I fucking can't.
That's the thing. As soon as they're done, you're just like, and so you're sitting at the table with these people trying to eat and have a conversation, and meanwhile you're just like,
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. All right, so that was fun. Let's move off because this is just the idea of it. But the title of this article says why you should take a fart walk after a meal. Okay.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
yeah.
But very funny to think about. Post-meal walks to release gas called fart walks.
It's kind of like burping a baby.
Yeah, which I've never heard about. Like, baby, you want to go for a fart walk?
Well, they can't walk.
I would just say walk. Have become popular on social media. NPR health correspondent Maria Godoy says the science is solid on this trend. Nice.
Unlike his poops.
She shares the many health benefits of walking after eating, better digestion, more balanced blood sugar levels, and a healthier gut microbiome.
So instead of going, laying on the couch,
Just undoing your pants isn't doing it.
laying on the couch,
Yeah.
that's not cutting it.
That's not going to make it happen. But I love the idea of a fart walk. I love the idea of going on walks. I love just getting out and just
Stretching a little bit.
Yeah, mixing it up. And a lot of our job has to do with computer screens. And there's sometimes you just stare at them for all day.
You want to punch him.
Yeah. And then you just look at it and you're like, I need to see anything besides this shit. And you get up and just go for a little 15 half-hour walk, come back and...
Hon, I'm going on a fart walk.
I'm going on a fart walk. All right, bring the dogs. God, they fart so
I'll have
much.
to clean up their fucking
No.
fart walks.
But the idea of going on a fart walk with someone and then having to have a serious conversation.
And you know you're on a fart walk.
Yeah.
It's like you've agreed this is a fart walk. So when someone farts,
It's a fart walk.
Yeah.
Like I was.
So is
I don't
everything
know,
okay
like,
with you and the wife?
Yeah, is everything well?
Ooh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
That'll move some room.
Like Joey, there's something I have to tell you. Yeah, Dad. What is it?
So I went to the doctor. Oh my God. Are you in a well?
And I mean, it's not good news, but I don't know how to turn that one off. I don't know which ones I'm getting. Yeah. Fart song. That's probably not it. I had to go to the doctor and they had some bad news.
You're standing there waiting for it to finish? What?
Like, you went and got the CAT scan, right? I did.
I thought you said you got the cat scanned.
Oh, no.
You took the cat, right?
It turns out I have brain cancer. Well,
how's your tummy feel? Tummy feels really good.
And if you don't know, I'm literally, there's just a page that has like 10,000 fart buttons. So I don't know which ones I'm clicking.
I love how they named each one too.
Yeah. I mean, who fucking named physics?
Ooh, the next one's milky farts.
Oh, okay.
So who's in the mood?
See, that doesn't work.
That's a slapper, dude.
That's a moped.
Let's get it up! CJ!
Conch fart?
That sounds like
walk.
yeah, that's a fart walk fart.
Yeah, it just sneaks in there. Are you going to be okay?
You got to be scared.
I'm like, I don't know.
You have to shit in your pants,
We
too.
gotta go back. So we're going to take a left up here? Yeah, we are.
It's funny if you know, like, if you're on a walk with someone who doesn't know you're going to fart and you fart, it'd be like, what? But, like, let's go on a fart walk together. And so you're just walking and farting and not acknowledging that you're farting.
I try to never waste a good fart walk because those are just one of the simple pleasures in life.
Yeah.
Where every step, when your cheeks just separate enough, and it goes.
Or if you ever do that where you're like, you fart and the laugh fart where you're like, ha ha ha, and it's going. Same thing with a run, like it's just going.
Yeah, just like whenever it can squeeze out, it's a little joy. But anyway, so encouraging fart walks this holiday season here on Can You Don't.
Oh, I should have done that after Thanksgiving.
Here's the thing that I'm surprised isn't more popular given the vulnerability.
Okay.
But Domino's delivery driver robbed twice in 7 days by same man on same street.
You realize you robbed me yesterday, right?
That was you?
That was you?
Yeah. But pizza shit, they're not walking around ready to fight. They're just dropping off a Supreme.
Well, and they've got at least one of their hands is tied up.
Yeah.
So
he's carrying a box of pizza.
Yeah.
So Montrell Isam, 18, was arrested Tuesday in connection to two separate robberies along Willingsburg Drive. The first incident unfolded at around midnight on November 29th when a Domino's pizza delivery driver tried to make what he believed was a legitimate delivery to a home on Williamsburg Drive. But the victim had actually been lured there by the suspect, who then grabbed the pizza from his hands without paying for it, said police. During the robbery, the assailant also forced the driver to hand over $20.
I was expecting something way different.
Me too.
I was like on the way to a guy's house, but it was right at the guy's house.
Mm-hmm.
So you know where he's at, where he lives.
Where he lives, and you're just like hoping he doesn't say anything. I got like some blackmail on him. Just 7 days later, Isam, who allegedly targeted the same driver on the same street, like he's just playing a game. At 11:20 p.m. Saturday, the driver went to deliver pizza to a home along the road. That time round, he was approached by the suspect, who was partially masked and dressed in dark clothing and pointed a gun at him, police said. The 18-year-old allegedly forced the driver to hand over the pizza and $20 cash.
Another $20.
Like, it's even dumber than thinking about delivery drivers, like, pulling up to a house, right? Or you could order a pizza, look at the address on the house, and the pizza guy gets there, and you rob him, like, outside the house, is how I thought this was going to go. And be like, give me everything you've made, and give me your fucking pizza, and then just take off. So just make a fake thing, whatever. Totally fine. But to be so dumb to call them to the house and rob them and then just do it again.
That's next level. Just
So
you got to
dumb.
be the hard off at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like if-
I mean, the investigators were able to tie the suspect to both incidents by tracing the cell phone number used to lure in the delivery driver. The number is alleged,
and the neighborhood and the house
and everything. A search of Islam's home also allegedly uncovered a vital piece of evidence in the trash can, a Domino's pizza box.
with DNA probably on it.
Man. So he's arrested. He's in jail.
That's the type of robbery that would have maybe worked 50 years ago.
What, horse and
like
carriage?
Before, I mean, like stuff like that. Everything is so traceable now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you think you're going to get away with that?
There's no way.
I don't care how hard off you are. Something has to go. That's just not going to work. Like, it's just, I don't think this is going to work the way that I think it is.
Should I call from the same number to the same pizza shop and do the same thing to this guy? Yeah.
Maybe call another location.
Sure.
At the very least, call another location to get it. So you make sure you get a different guy.
And they're still dropping it off at your house. So,
although some places won't deliver. Yeah, it's like
yeah, they have a jurisdiction.
Yeah, so they route your call to that one again.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
at least wait a week.
Yeah. You do anything besides what you did. So I'm glad that everyone's safe and no one got shot, though. But aren't you surprised just overall that delivery people don't get robbed more, like pulling up to a house?
They see shit like cops see. They're like the only people besides cops that see everybody's house and everybody's situation. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
I actually thought one time when I was like, when it would be like to just be, a delivery driver and have that like as a job, as a career, whether it's FedEx, UPS, Amazon, anything. But then I thought of like, I don't know, like the places that most places are probably fine, but you're going to run into places where you got to like go to the back door, or there's a fence to the front door, and then you walk in, and who knows what you're walking into.
Yeah.
A domestic dispute, wild dogs, so much shit you might...
Free cocaine.
Like you walk up, and there's a drive-by happening the same time you're walking up there. Like, there's just... You might find yourself in weird fucking places.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's terrifying.
I know.
I wrote a movie script a long time ago for a pizza delivery Jedi kind of thing. Where it was that
Jedi?
yeah. We figured out all the tricks. Be real sweaty when you show up to the door so they know you're working hard. Extra tips.
Do you need someone to play the lead role in that one?
I thought
yeah.
I thought you were leaning towards like the Star Wars type savior of the world pizza guy, but you're just saying that he sweats a lot, so it looks like he's working harder.
I met a guy when I was working in Phoenix that I swear he was like a delivery guy Jedi. He's like, here's how you get all this money. And he'd have like a sweat stain from the seatbelt.
Oh, I see.
He'd drive a shitty car. But yeah, and then it started thinking about how all the crazy shit you see if you're a cop and what else. It's
Yeah.
like delivery people go to the same houses and see like, oh, that's a baby in a cage. Weird. Keep moving.
Hopefully they feed him.
How many places they probably walked up to and like you just maybe see in the window because there's a big window there and like some of the stuff that you're like, holy shit, drop and go.
Yeah.
Or what if you walk up there and they fucking see you seeing them through the window?
See
and then
me see you?
Yeah, you I see you seeing me. And then now no one's going to see you because you saw what you shouldn't have seen. And I seen that you saw that thing that I seen. Now no one's going to see you no more.
So now you got to die.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to some good news. Zach, will you play the good news segment intro now?
No.
Okay. Will you let us know when you would like to continue on?
Let us know when you would like.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry
you
for my oxygen.
let us know when you feel like doing it.
I'm happy to help.
Was that a good food thing?
Huh?
Did you have fun doing the food flong?
I did.
Okay.
Food flong. So, yes.
We were talking a little bit about marriage earlier. You guys see yourself staying in it forever?
Happily married?
You happily married over there?
I think so.
Well, how about these guys? Look at them. Wait until way later on to pull it off. They keep each other young. Couple aged 102 and 100. Set record for oldest newlyweds.
Wow.
Imagine that dating profile. I don't normally date younger women.
How do you write vows? You're like, you've seen everything. What more can I promise you?
Listen, we're going to be lucky to make it to our wedding day. I don't think, let's not worry about vows.
We may not make it down the aisle.
Let's just use ChatGPT for our wedding vows, because, I mean, this could be all meaningless.
They're probably in nursing homes, right?
Oh, I would assume so, but maybe not.
They did a bingo hall.
Back in Radioland, I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but I think she was 104, and I had her on the morning show.
You had her?
Mm-hmm. Fucking took her virginity.
Can you imagine?
If taking the virginity of a 104-year-old woman?
Wild. Because on one hand, she's virgin. Untouched.
And so tight.
Yeah. But on the other hand...
I mean, one thing, on the other hand, is my dick.
On the other hand is a skeleton.
on the other hand is her fucking titties. Am I fucking right?
Yeah! My great aunt and uncle were 98 and 97.
Mm-hmm.
And then he died, and then she died less than a year later.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the oldest. I mean, having both of your people in the marriage, one usually dies at like 85 and the other lives to 100.
Yeah.
Like that's 15 fucking years without that person.
Of freedom?
Yeah. But they were 98. I mean, they almost made it, this long.
Triple digits together?
That's wild.
God, so much skin.
Yeah. You just like see through.
God, it's got to be funny.
I can see right through. You can't lie to me. I can see right through your skin and your lies.
You can't lie to me. I can see right through you. See right through this.
I can see you. I can see the fucking new.
They're putting in. I can see your fucking liver, Joe. Yeah, can you? Yeah, I can see your fucking titties in your socks. They have written songs about looking for love in all the wrong places and hopeless ones, but now songwriters could have inspiration for a new number. Who's writing a song about being 100 and 102? That's an oldie. Get it? Still got it. But Marjorie Fitterman and Bernie Littman only have to change half her last name.
Is that old people names or what?
Fitterman and Littman only has to change 4 letters.
Get rid of the.
Sounds like a law firm.
Oh, Fitterman and Littman.
Yep.
Fitterman and Littman. Whatever.
Unite the firms.
Yeah. Found their love in Philadelphia nursing home after their longtime spouses passed away. And after dating for after dating for 9 years, so they were waiting it out, they became the world's oldest newlywed couple, as Guinness World Records recently recounted on its website.
I just assumed they were together since high school.
I think it's never like,
never
listen,
got
I
married.
think I love you.
Yeah.
Finally say it. We should tie the knot. They have 5 kids, 86 grandchildren.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? I think we should make
their grandkids are in their 80s.
Yeah. And probably some of them just died of old age.
Can you imagine
nothing happened.
Can you imagine outliving your grandkids, and not because they died of some weird thing, but
just old age.
They died of old age. That is so fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. According to Guinness, whose organization curates, I'm not going to fucking tell you who Guinness is. If you don't know, you shouldn't know.
Isn't that the beer company?
Yeah, Fitterman 102 and Littman 100 could have met decades earlier while both attended the University of Pennsylvania. But she pursued teaching, and he undertook an engineering career as their paths never crossed.
Maybe in the 40s they were in college?
Each spent more than 60 years married to their first respective spouses before they became widowed and moved a few doors down from each other in the same senior living facility in the so-called city of brotherly love. So yeah, they just got a new hottie down the road. You're like, can you talking to the kid? Can you tell me more about who's living in 103?
Oh, that's Marjorie. She's had 4 husbands.
How's her ass? I mean, she's 102, but
she's got a hell of a bingo streak.
She's got a hell of an ass for a 102-year-old.
Did that article say so-called city of brotherly love?
That's what it is.
Shots fired in Philadelphia
exactly.
there.
So-called. Like personal vendetta for this.
Maybe in the 80s, but not no more.
My brother didn't love me in Philly. I'm putting it in an article. A costume party on their floor gave Fitterman and Lippman a chance to meet, and their romance ignited soon thereafter. I've always wanted to fuck Harry Potter. God, I've always wanted to fuck a Harry Potter.
A Harry Twatter.
A what? A Harry Plopper. How old are you? I don't normally go for younger women.
She's 95. Woo. Could you imagine? Let's say that guy's, like our dads died young. So I was 39. What was it? 30? Like let's say I was 40. And now, man, another 60 years, thinking you're 100 years old and thinking your parent, you lost your parents 60 some years ago, and you're still alive.
You're still fucking things up.
Almost the age that they died is like twice their life. That's crazy.
I know. There's just so much time to let them down.
Yeah.
Still disappointing.
I can't. I don't want another 50 years of letting everyone down. Get me out of here.
What do you do? If you just
applied yourself, Fitman.
You ain't fit to be a man.
You're 102. What have you done with your life?
Just sitting around for 20 years?
Well, fuck, I thought it was over 40 years ago. I was happy 40 years ago, and I got nothing but regret. I just wanted out.
I retired 40 years ago.
That's nuts. I love that.
How do you live? I mean, your retirement is meant to go for how long when you retired at 65? What do they figure?
Got 15, 20 years or so?
Like, how long is it supposed to last? Yeah, I mean, 20 years.
Fucking cup of noodles.
Doubling it. 40 trips. Another 20 years after your retirement is supposed to run out.
Whoops.
God damn it.
First of all, let's talk about how long you plan on living. 100. You're going to need $80 million before you retire at 65.
Although now you could just be like a 100-year-old influencer.
Yeah. Just go. Yeah, I'm sure they got
Imagine
some
him
money
vlogging.
off this.
He's wheeling around in his chair and
all his posts
vlogs
on Instagram are in Morse code. Beep, 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 beep. It's a sex blog. You're listening in. Oh, yeah. Beep, 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 beep. She did what?
I'm so hard right now.
Beep, 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 beep. She what?
I guess if you attach that in a vibration form to your penis or something, so it's just going
and you knew Morse code.
Yeah, that would help. Although the vibration on your penis alone would I don't know if you're 100. If you're 104, I don't know. If that's still
that's someone's fetish. They're hooked up and just like books are reading Morse code to their clits.
Guy's like, dude, my dick stopped working 30 years ago. What am I gonna do?
Nothing. Apparently, just roll around.
I mean, when you're like as a male, your whole focus, your entire existence is just coming in something. And then it just stops working.
Last button, going back to the morning show thing, she was one of those that drank, I want to say whiskey every single morning.
They're like, what's your secret?
That was what she said.
Yeah. Even though she has no idea.
No, she was drunk.
But she has no idea.
She couldn't even stand up.
Like the people that are sure when their kid's gonna have a kid, and they're like, it's gonna be a girl. How do you know? I just know.
Well, when you're wrong, you want to put money on it?
I want to say that sometimes. Like the asshole in me wants to. Like, how the fuck do you? How can you even take
well, yeah, they got a 50-50 chance.
I hope it's a boy. You could I get that, but it's like, no, it's a girl. I just know it. I can feel it.
That's when you bet them. You're like $1,000. If this is a boy, I give you $1,000. If not, you give me $1,000 fucking dollars.
See if they still think if they're that confident.
See if they're confident about your unborn child's genitalia.
Yeah, it's like that's.
All right, we got to move off to our next segment. Zach, play it.
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes, that's awesome. Hello.
Hey.
This was sent in by our son Andrew. There's a little setup and then it goes into a thing that you have already sent me. So, I'm sure you're going to be super surprised when you hear it. Did I set that up pretty good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited now.
Hey guys, I just want to share a couple of things. One being that mattress stores mostly sell to hotels when they either build or change mattresses for death, sex-related damages.
How do you know that?
Is there a difference between death and sex? Tell me that! The other is a new
Nude colonies.
Creed Christmas song
Oh, yes.
from our favorite songwriter, There I Ruined It. Happy Honda Days. It's seriously one of my favorite things to say. Zach, I'm hoping you haven't heard this.
I don't think I have.
Okay, because Brian and I have, and we sent it to each other, but it's still worth sharing with people just because it's not new to us. Here you go.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Oh,
Look at the picture they picked.
And if
Scott.
you ever saw
you know
it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And one foggy Christmas Eve, oh, Santa came to say, can you take me higher to a place where snowmen see? Can you take me higher to a place where sleigh bells ring?
Ah, that's good.
yikes.
I feel like I do a better Scott Stapp than that one.
Yeah.
No. We're working on a little video.
Like,
Working on a video. Maybe we'll put it out sometime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, got to get it up soon.
Oh, yeah. Andrew, thank you. Hopefully, anyone who's listening on Christmas Day or the day after, if you're nothing like getting something on the 26th, am I right, Zach?
Oh, sweet. Fucking stress. Stress.
I'm not going to bring it up. But hopefully, you're still in the Christmas spirit. All right, let's hear from the kids.
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
I love this email.
I bet you do. You fucking slut.
So,
You word slut.
actually,
Brian Reed's fuck tits couch bitch.
cream pie
Cream pie teen word.
in my eyes, piss.
Teen words glasses fuck book read cum bucket. Cum dumpster book read fuck slut. Go ahead.
All right. Our first email is coming from our eye doctor son, Scott.
Scott Stapp.
Yeah.
Wanna read to you.
It helps me to make out all the words.
say.
So I don't know if this actually helped or if, because some days
It was just motivation.
what's weird about my reading is some days
It's terrible.
it'll be flawless.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Not flaw. That's not fair. Flawless.
Fair. It's not true.
It's not true. It's not fair for me to say. But sometimes I'll be like, "Fuck, I nailed that today." Like it was good. But I think a lot of it's public.
I think a lot of it's just that you're terrible at reading.
It could be. It has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So when I read this, I was like, I zipped through it. And I was like, damn.
Did you read it out loud?
Yeah, well, but then I read it to my wife because I showed her this email and I killed it again. Yeah.
That's so cute. Babe, come here.
I can
listen to me
read. my kindergarten, my first grade son does the same thing.
Oh my God, babe, what?
I can read again.
Listen to me read this email. She's like, what?
Come
and
slick.
And you get done, you're just like... And she's like, you did it.
Yeah,
and you go in there for a big hug.
That was exhausting.
You did it, babe. You read the email. I did it all by myself.
What's funny about that is I have read some emails to my wife, and she's like, I won't even finish it. She's like, okay,
I know.
I've heard enough. Some of the confessions.
Is it your reading or the actual material?
No, I let her read it on her own.
Oh yeah.
But she doesn't. that just doesn't do anything for her. Those like
Oh,
a
it makes
confession
me
email.
so happy.
Yeah, I read it. I'm like, I can't wait till she's like.
It's like the whole. I mean, it's the whole reason this podcast works.
Yeah,
It's because it's not okay. My brain just jumped back to the dinner in the sky. You can just read it and be like, oh yeah, dinner in the sky. Then you picture yourself strapped into a roller coaster chair with chefs around you.
Yeah.
And you put yourself in the environment.
and the ridiculous
not-
shit that you do that you would want.
It's
to do.
not for everyone,
Yeah.
but it's the entire way the show works.
Yeah.
And why listeners hear it and they're like, oh yeah, got it. You got to put yourself in situations.
Yeah, and you gotta have a twisted brain a little bit.
Looks
you know
like
what
a
I mean?
fucking coffee shop. And there's no fucking coffee. And he's right.
Right. Yeah.
He's right. Like, what if I stood up in my
Yeah.
chair?
You're-
want some coffee.
You stand up and you're like,
like-
the slow clap.
with fingerless leather gloves on,
Wait, was he wearing those the whole time? No wonder no one's helping him.
with a coffee cup and just slapping coffee all over.
It's just shooting out the
Yeah.
I am Spartacus.
The guy's like, it's fine. I've already got coffee stains all over my. That's how I got my coffee
I'm
stains.
sorry for getting this coffee in your jacket. Doesn't matter. What the fuck you doing here? Just sitting around?
Would you have anything better to do?
Yeah, meth. Okay.
All right, let's get to
All
this
right,
email.
back to you. Let's pick another song.
So-
one more.
This is from Scat.
Scat.
And dear patient daddies, he's an eye doctor.
Yeah.
Just so the listeners are clear. And I'm going to read this because it works. Well, we'll see if it
I
works.
hope it works.
It works.
You're leaning in. You're focusing.
I want to fuck it up.
Okay, here we go.
I'm an optometrist that works with how the eyes and brain communicate together. When I hear Brian read,
I throw up.
I wonder whether he has difficulties with how his eyes track. And this is what I've said before. Sometimes my eyes want to go ahead of the words.
Yeah.
So I think there's some legitimacy.
Okay.
This email has bolded letters at the beginning of the words that help guide your eyes while you are ready by creating. While you are. While you.
Son of a bitch!
So let me show you this. The reason I said ready is because read and buy are right next to each other. And
who's read? You get it?
Yeah. By creating fixation points. It's called bionic reading.
Sounds powerful.
I was curious to see if it would help Brian read more efficiently with less errors. You could have said that a little bit better. If it seems helpful or honestly otherwise, get your eyes checked by an optometrist who works in vision therapy.
That's what I said.
It can make a world of difference with your reading. Hopefully the formatting went through okay and this email works. Keep up the funny stuff. Your eyeball-loving son, Scott. And so if it's for people that can't visualize this, it's like the first 2 to 3 letters of every word.
Yeah, Zach, you
are
can put it
bolded.
on. I just have the script queued up. There you go. So that's what it looks like.
Zoom in.
What?
Why can't I zoom in?
Just look up there. We're already done.
I was trying
because I'm already zoomed in because I'm
Got
a
it.
fucking professional. But that's what it looks like. So he's bolding it. I mean, I've been telling you this the whole time. People that have followed me over from Is We Dumb.
Glasses.
I got glasses. I mean,
but I can
I don't know the
see
exact
fine,
correlation,
though.
but like my eyes were great and they were totally fine. And then I got COVID and I had that whole experience where the doctor was like, do you have COVID? Or did you have COVID? And he goes, we're getting all these reports about getting COVID and fucking up your eyes, which scared the shit out of me. And I don't know how much legitimacy there is there now, but my eyes were not great. And I went and got glasses and it was like I went to Harvard.
Did you have trouble reading to yourself, though?
No, I was fine, nothing. I was in radio. Like all I did was read shit all the time. And then my eyesight started going and I was like, what the fuck? And I would just fuck everything up. And I got glasses and I was like, oh shit, these are really easy letters to see. And I don't have they're not thick, but it's just enough to really it's like I couldn't see without them. Like I can still see it, but it's blurry, but I could still read what's on the screen. But once I got glasses, it was just, that's what the letters are. And these are the words. And that's what I'm reading.
Yeah. I mean,
have you ever done this? Try these on. They're a little smudged up, though. I was putting my dick on my glasses earlier. We're just watching.
It looks the same to me.
Oh, then you're dumb.
Because,
that means that you have cancer.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can see in this next email, I have a few things that come to mind. I
can't
can
read it
see
like that.
I can see it.
I have a few
fine.
things that come to mind, Joe.
But it's like, I mean, what Scott's saying could be right, but I think part of it's I have an audience listening to me right now.
And a Moses Lake education?
Right. And it's the psychological like fear of screwing up, and then bottle. It's like fucking.
So it could be that, not actually. Yeah, I got you.
Because I can read. If I just read this to myself,
if you say so,
anything. I mean, I have to read all the time, right?
Listen to the optometrist.
Can't read my wife's mind, but I can read these emails.
Yeah, I hear you. Do you know where the clit is?
No.
Well, I guess that was a terrible question.
No, I know where that is. I figured it out.
Yeah, it's just above the asshole.
Right where the tramp stamp is? That's the original tramp stamp, the vibration of the thing. If people were in there getting tramp stamp tattoos and just coming.
Oh, dude.
You ever seen those videos of the woman like in the tattoo shop and the dude's like zzz, down there and she's like, like just squirting and the guy's like trying to do a tattoo.
What did you search for to get that?
I didn't search for
tattoo printing, milking, fuck tits cum.
Squirting
in public lobby chair, leather chair, tit fuck squirt tattoo. Our second email coming in from our son Zach. Not our uncle, but one of our children. Hey, daddies, I have a few things that come to mind in the last episode I listened to, which is Papa, Bingo, Cousins, Dr. Pecker. You talked about fucking random household appliances. Well, there's a song that I love by Ninja Sex Party called Objects of Desire, which I had heard before, and I did listen to it again, by the way, Zach, when you sent it in, that I think you'll love. And it is really good. It's right up your wheelhouse. The second thing I have to bring up is the cousin fucking between that married couple that took the DNA test. Well, one of my close friends and his lady have been dating for 11 years, since high school, basically. They were trying for a kid for the last 2 years, which is always such a funny thing. But like, oh, we're trying.
Mm-hmm. Which means you're fucking all the time.
It just means that you're coming inside.
You're telling people that you've just been...
They just unloading inside of her vagina. Cool. Can you not bring this up while we're having fucking dessert? Well, her family got some DNA tests for Christmas.
It's weird saying that around family, too, by the way.
We're trying, and you always like the arm grab, like the...
Yeah. My grandma's here.
We're trying, and we're going to try tonight, right? Well, her family got some DNA tests for Christmas, and they found out that they were second cousins. Cousins. Stop it. Cousins. I find it funny because they live in Pahrump, about an hour from beautiful Las Vegas, which is known for everyone being sort of related, and their meth. Kind of the punching bag of jokes for Vegas natives. Anyways, thank you for the fantastic content. Thank you for calling me Uncle Zach for all that you do. Love you. Bye! Love your favorite gypsy son, Zach. So, I think it's funny that every place that you live, the next town over that's smaller than you, fucks each other or has sex with sheep if you're from the Northwest. Whatever animal you can fuck, the small town next to you is where everyone puts all the blame. It doesn't matter where you are. You know it 100% right. Like right here, like you're in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene fucks sheep. Those fucking idiots over there. Coeur d'Alene is like,
fuckers.
At least we're not in fucking Spokane.
Well, they fuck llamas.
Yeah, fucking meth. Like, you always find something about the little town that's next to you.
Wenatchee was wet snatchy. When I grew up in Moses Lake and we'd go to, we got to play wet snatchy this weekend. Mm-hmm. Like that was...
More like Moses Lame.
Yeah, Moses Hole or Moses,
Mudhole. Mudhole fucking uncle fuckers.
Shut your fucking face, uncle fucker. Yeah, but it's very true where you find... There's just something.
The place that doesn't deserve it. Yeah. Like, you can't afford to live here. You better fuck your cousins. Like, it's such a weird... Like, we're just trying our best. Yeah, we'll have an inbred fuck cousins. And you're like, why are you mad? Because you're poor.
Because you don't live here.
Because you don't live here and you're poor and you fuck sheep, bitch.
It's tribal mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We do that in so many different things. Like
Sports?
Sports is the worst. You wearing a blue jersey? I'm wearing a red jersey. You fucking die.
Oh, it must be nice down there who fucking shit on the sidewalks, you big dumb bitch.
I mean, you see videos of people just fucking fighting and hitting each other with weapons and killing each other because they're.
But inner
their
city
team
rivalry is even funnier. Like you live next to each other.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
It's so weird.
Yeah. Oh, you fucking idiot. You fucking suck your dad's dick, bitch. Fuck. And it's like, I'm your neighbor.
Yeah, but you've got
poor
the other
idiot.
sign. You've got the other political sign in your life.
You got the other sign. And we have different experiences, and you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Hi, it's me. We went to school together. Oh, best friends.
You know me.
Best friends. Oh, what's that shirt you're wearing? Is it blue? Well, I don't like the color blue. Because blue beat me in the fucking playoffs. Calm down.
We should have played better.
Yep, you get it.
Maybe that's on you.
I know. But it's just so funny that the little towns get tied. What were you looking up? I saw you
just Ninja Sex Party. The song.
Looking up how to read?
Object of Desire.
Oh, turn it up. It is good.
As time swept gently forward,
The video's the money, though. So you got to look it up if you're interested.
I know you so much better, 'cause I fucked all your things. I put my package in your mailbox, made love to all your chairs, dropped a load inside your washer, I went down on all your stairs. I took your cabinets from the front end, your sofa from behind. I looked deep into your vacuum's eyes, and then we 69. Thanks in advance for not.
Anyway,
Watch the video.
It goes on.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's episode 132.
Great band.
That's a great band. Hope you guys had fun.
That was fun.
We're going to keep going.
Now I'm hungry, though. All that food talk got me hungry.
I know. And then right before we started, Cassie
I want to go
sent
fuck
me-
some vacuum, so I'm all
We have
boned up
a couple of broken ones. You want to try and bring them back to life, so to speak? I just want you to fuck my vacuum. Can I watch? Just say yes or no.
And it's going to cost you.
All right. I got $20.
You go back in that little room where Zach is.
Okay. And then
And
you'll
you can
fuck
watch
the vacuum
you
in
watch
here?
on the cameras,
All right,
on the
okay.
monitors.
Sure. All right, because the bonus
I can't have you looking at me.
We're going to keep going. Patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. That's how you get the bonus content, plus the exclusive merch deals, early releases, no fucking ads, Instagram and Facebook. Those are our socials. And then the YouTube version, you just search for Can You Don't Podcast. You can see the video stuff. Something you want to see on the show, email that into heyguys@canyouDon'tPodcast.com. Rate and review us wherever you listen to your podcast. It truly does help to have good reviews when people are fucking around and trying to find new things to listen to. Big thanks to Uncle Zach.
Don't do it.
Producing today's show, blowing the horn, jerking off in the other
Blowing
room.
his load and doing the something.
One of our
with his horn.
listeners called my chair the cuck chair for your two's love affair. So that's nice.
That kind of makes sense.
Made sense to me too.
I know. Someone was like, just fuck each other already.
And they called me a cuck. Thank you.
No, you wouldn't.
Cuck you.
I'd jump in. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm a participatory guy.
You're like, that's not a dick.
I don't like to watch.
That's not how you do that. Come in there and plug that cave. Thanks to Uncle Zach. And then check out everything going on that Uncle Zach's doing at scatcast.com. That's scat
Too much.
with a K. I know. Hang
Too
in there,
much.
buddy. And then a big thanks to our babysitters, truly, because we could not moderate the amount of posts that go into the Can You Don't Playground and not get the page taken down, which I'm excited that it hasn't gotten taken down so far. It's been
I was worried
over
there
2
for a little
years,
bit.
and we've gotten plenty of warnings. But in the end, we're still there. So if you search for Can You Don't Playground on Facebook, you can join the rest of the community that is in there.
I thought in August maybe it
was over?
It was over. There was a thing. It's like,
and here we are, heading into the new year.
Yeah,
it's still there, baby. All right,
they're never specific of what the problem is. That's the issue.
Well, they tell you, and then you try to click on the post. They already took rid of the post, or they took down the post.
Yeah,
so you
so
can't
you're like, I don't know what I did.
Yeah, I'd love to evaluate and be better, and they won't let you do that. Zach, let's
I don't
wrap
want
it
to be
up.
better.
No.
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
Because this comes out on Christmas, another Christmas thing. The abbreviation X in Xmas is actually not an abbreviation. It actually stands for Kai, meaning Christ in Greek.
Yeah.
Well, Zach already knew that. But what does he not know?
Most things.
But what? Like, it's not, the things that it's not shorthand. It's not a cross that turned sideways and turned
so
into an X.
everyone can fucking stop freaking out
when you
They're
write
like,
Xmas.
We're taking the Christ out of Christmas.
I know, but I've had people that it's not Xmas. Like, you write that to them, like, what are you doing for Xmas? Like, no, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, I've had that happen in my life.
It's because they don't know they're Greek.
Exactly. Like, no, it actually means
just
Christmas.
because you don't know you're Greek, Monsoon.
I've been holding my X's.
I've been holding my breath and crossing my X's and fucking my X's. I'm back on Shotgun Saturday night. Saturday night's main event. I'll see you Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Don't hold your breath.
All right, bonus content. We're doing it. Brian
Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan squaring off in the squared circle.
Squared circle?
Monsoon. That's what they call it.
I'm sorry, I'm not. This doesn't seem geometrically correct.
Well, it's called the ring, but it's a square, so it's a squared circle.
Gotcha.
Monsoon.
All right, send us away.
Bye.